Hi, Sagittarius. My name is Audrey Alison, and welcome to your August 2015 forecast for the month. I'm very happy to be here, and I have a new deck with me that I got again from the French Quarter. I just returned, and it's the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. It was just such a beautiful illustration that I thought this one's definitely coming home with me. The backs are all stars, and I got several decks actually that I'll be bringing out and introducing over the next couple of recordings. I love it in New Orleans this time of year. But listen, thank you for joining me, for liking and sharing these posts and these videos. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel as I hustle. And let's just start at the top of the month with an aspect that I thought was worth mentioning on the 3rd of August. This is regarding Jupiter, who's stationed in Leo, squaring Saturn, who is now direct at 28 degrees of Scorpio. So this is actually a square in between your 9th and your 12th house. The 9th house of the broadening of the belief system, and the 12th house of the quiet, the inner reflection, the house of rest, the house of silence. So you could have some uncomfortable moments on the 3rd in your internal awareness of what it is you are valuing or what you are believing in, what you are choosing to become aware of in the mind. Maybe you're going through some changing of what it is you naturally believe in. So I feel that it's not a day for action, and I mentioned this in other forecasts. It's a time for internal reflection, because on the same day, we're having a grand water trine briefly on the 3rd between all of the water signs. When the moon enters Pisces, it triggers Mars in Cancer, and then also the Saturn in Scorpio. So this is in between all of the quiet houses for you, Sagittarius. The 4th house of home, the mother, the deepest house on the astrological wheel, the 8th house of intimacy and sex and death, and the 12th house of quiet and rest. Also, the 8th house is property. The 8th house is pretty vast, but the quieter realms of these houses, I think, are what are triggered in the trine, and that is a harmonious aspect. And it does bring a very psychic washing over energy, a psychic downloading period of time on the 3rd. So regardless of the tension that might occur in the beginning of the day and between the 9th and 12th, the study and the house of secrets, or traveling abroad and the house of psychic ability, that tension is washed over by the end of the day due to the water trine. I wanted to say fire trine. So used to saying that. So that's an interesting day. See how that plays out for you. It's not a day for action. It's just a time for internal reflection. Now, on the 7th, Mercury makes his transit into Virgo, a sign that he naturally governs after Gemini. This will affect your 10th house. Now, this entire month of August, your 10th and your 9th house are stimulated, Sagittarius. Now, you naturally rule the 9th house on the solar wheel, so you like this. You like all the energy in the 9th house. Traveling, foreign travel, education, knowledge, study, the reading and new information, the broadening of your mind. So Mercury details information in the 10th house. For those of you looking for work, this is an amazing 20-day period. Take advantage from the 7th of August through the 27th while Mercury is in this sector for you, feeding you with contacts, clients, information, hearing from people, analysis, details, paperwork, signings. Mercury's direct, so it's full speed ahead. And speaking of speed, Mars, the next day on the 8th, the planet of speed and determination and will and drive and ambition and sex and passion, all things fiery, Mars enters Leo, a fire sign like you. Mars loves residing comfortably in a fire sign, so he likes this position, and this is the 9th house that Leo governs for you, Sag. And since you naturally rule the ninth and you like Mars, this is a very heated energy. There's a lot of Sagittarians who will be packing bags and getting out of the country. This is going the distance type of travel. This is expanding your mind, seeing cultures that you're unaware of, learning about other areas that are significant to you, that you're drawn to at this time. I apologize for the noise that's about to start. I live near an auto body shop, so sometimes they get feisty themselves, but I'd like to continue with the forecast because once I get into a rhythm and start channeling, I just want to keep it going. Now, Jupiter enters Virgo on the 11th, his annual transit. This is also affecting your 10th house of career. Jupiter is expanding the 10th house. Jupiter is giving you promotion. Also, retirement. When Jupiter hits the 10th, once every 12 years, that can instigate a retirement or a promotion, a moving up, a leverage. So this energy will be there for 13 months for you. This is definitely game-changing energy for Sagittarians looking for promotion and wanting to expand the work they do. Also, for those of you just wanting to get rid of the career entirely, you want Jupiter in your 10th because then it's retirement time. On the 14th of August, we have our new moon at 21 degrees of Leo. A lot of fire energy that you love, that's compatible with you. This is also the 9th house where Mars, the Sun, and Venus are. Now, Venus is retrograde in your 9th house through September 6th, remaining in this 9th house through October 8th. Travel, 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 study, learning, courses. The reevaluation of your religion, the study of your spirituality, theology, what you're believing in and how you are looking at things might be opening up for you because Jupiter is everything expansive and giving you faith. So Jupiter is faith in a sector of I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I wanted to say faith in faith, but Jupiter's in the 10th house. Jupiter was just coming out of a sector of faith for you. So right now you might feel you can achieve anything. And Jupiter's your ruling planet, okay? So wherever he goes, you tend to feel connected to as well. So I just feel a lot of travel for Sagittarians, and that's naturally fitting for you. You're the adventurers. You want to go ziplining. You want to do all things adventure. On the 14th, the new moon in this 9th house sector, this will give you all the stamina to make plans to travel. Great time from the second half of the month to the end for that trip. On the 23rd, the Sun makes his monthly transit into Virgo. Not that he transits every month into Virgo, if that was phrased wrong, but he transits every month. And this month, he goes into Virgo. And this is the 10th house of career now. So this is lit up. A lot of Sagittarians are receiving accolades, are receiving what they're due in the 10th house. On the 27th, Mercury transits again out of Virgo into Libra, needing balance. In the 11th house of friendships and goals and social clubs and sectors, you might be able to really discern and take a middle ground, middle road between friendships at this time. There might be something going on around friends for you where you're finding your neutral. You're taking a neutral position. You can see both sides in that area right now. Also, information coming in regarding your goals, how you can get one step further, or entering and signing and joining a new club, a new organization that you'll be affiliated with. The full moon on the 29th is at 6 degrees of Pisces. This is in the 4th house of home, bringing an ending or a culmination in the 4th house sector. Also, an awareness regarding the mother figure. You might have had mothers visiting you and they go home around the 29th. I'm feeling that for some of you in a big way. Mothers were staying with you is what I heard. Mother was staying with you. So that might apply to you. I'm going to get to the cards because I'm shuffling very antsy under here. I can't wait to show you these illustrations. They're magnificent. So Sag, let's see what's coming up for August 2015. And also, if you're interested, on August 9th, I want to take a moment to tell you, I'm doing another radio show for Goddess Alive Radio, and I'll be taking callers and doing live tarot taster readings for free. You want to go to their website, themotherhouseofthegoddess.com. They have some fabulous articles. I'm really loving what Kimberly is doing with this site, and I'm super honored to be a part of it and have myself on there as a special guest. So tune in on August 9th, and there'll be more details up around the beginning of October, or August for you. Sorry, I'm already into the cards. Let's go. Sagittarius. The Fool. The beginnings. The very first card in the tarot. The Zero. The start of something new. Beginning a journey, beginning your travel, beginning your journey of the mind as well. Ooh, Four of Wands, the marriage, the bride and groom, your relationship, your commitment, your ceremony, a party, an anniversary. Some of you Sagittarians are having an anniversary. The Hangman, now he's come up in everyone's reading, I believe. It is a time for rest. Now, your 12th house is impeded at the top of the month in that square on August 3rd. So, you know, where Saturn is. And Saturn will be entering your sign next month. But right now, it is a time for rest and not as much action at the top of the month in that square. I don't want you acting too rash and hasty. If you feel tension, the cards want you to remain still. Seven of Coins, no longer the apprentice, but the master craftsman. Someone who's very knowledge and skilled with the tools that they use, tools being literal and, you know, metaphorical, sorry. And then the Eight of Pentacles came out. So this is also honed in on your craft, really honed in on your skill set, and traveling up the financial ladder, leading to that 10th house of career. This is promotion. And the same spread going from the 7 to the 8, just like that. There's some leverage with this, Sag. So hang tight, literally. But, you know, you're starting something new. This could be the retirement, too, the celebration of a new chapter. And, you know, when Jupiter leaves a sign annually, it generally is this celebratory energy. That's your ruling planet, like I said, and you can feel the shift more than any other sign when your ruling planet is the one to make the switch. You'll have celebration, and I really feel like a lot of you have dealt with travel, and this could be rest and relaxation, recuperative rest, not moving forward or backward, but taking time to appreciate the moment, which absolutely occurs during a vacation, don't you think? Sag, I'm so happy you joined me. I'm so sorry for that drilling. I'm going to put these videos on pause, and I will see you next month. I'm wishing you a beautiful month of August and a sweet day. Bye.